What's going on, everybody? This is your boy Man Up coming at you with a video. I know I haven't done a Texans Rockets video in a long time. I did a couple of belt unboxing. Excuse me, I can't even talk straight. Talking about what this one right here I got on my shoulder. I'll explain why I got it on my shoulder. And this purple one right here. Now, let me go ahead and talk just very, very briefly about the Houston Texans and the Houston Rockets. Now, I haven't done any videos in a while, been working like crazy, but it is what it is. You know, with this crazy health scare that's been going on, and y'all know what I'm talking about the coronavirus. Now, reason why I'm wearing this, I got this belt on my shoulders for a couple of reasons. Yes, I am a fan of the Houston Rockets and the Houston Texans. But the reason why I got this one is because the NBA has suspended all games until further notice. They haven't canceled the season. They just suspended all games until further notice. Because first, Rudy Gobert of the Utah Jazz caught the coronavirus. And I can't think of the other guy right off the top of my head. Can't think of his name. Caught the coronavirus as well. Now, I'm not going to get into the coronavirus that much. I may or may not do a video on that. But right now, I'm here to talk about sports. So, the NBA has shut down, well, I don't say shut down, has suspended its season. The reason why I'm wearing this is because I know it's a Texas wrestling belt, but we can all beat this thing. And I know the light's kind of shining on it, so if it's getting in your eye, I apologize. Let me go and put this thing down. Now, I'm going to put it like, forget it, I just put it down. Anyway, but before that, a lot of things have been, I guess you could say public events has been either canceled or just been run with no audience. For example, the WWE Friday Night SmackDown just passed Friday. Yesterday, I guess you could say. Had a show with no audience. A lot of NBA games had no audience. A lot of other entertainment aspects as well too has had no audience. I know the state that I'm in. You know, they declared a state of emergency. And with all that, you know, a lot of people just, you know, not really going about their day like they normally would. Understandable. And I did see, now the NFL didn't cancel too much, but I did see the NFL has canceled their owners meeting until further notice. They changed the date of it, I should say. They didn't cancel it, they changed the date. So, with that being said, you know, this epidemic is going crazy. Now, like I just said, I don't know why, but I still am talking about it, but don't mean to talk about the coronavirus that much. Want to talk about sports, because like I said, I haven't done a video in a while. So, with that being said, though, NBA suspended all games. On February the 5th, I think it was, Houston Rockets traded Clint Capella and officially went small ball. Not a fan of it. I know we were still doing pretty decent with it, but we had lost a lot of, like 3 or 4 games, you know, before the season was suspended. And I'm not a big fan of the small ball. Yeah, I know the first few games we went small ball, we won. The very first game was against the Lakers, one of the tallest teams in the NBA. We won. And yes, Russell Westbrook has been playing pretty good. But I don't think this is going to work. Just don't think so. I now think Daryl Morey is getting desperate because he knows that it's time to produce, and if you ain't producing, you got to go. This is how it goes. I guess it sucks, but I'm just not a fan of the small ball. When I read the news, Rockets traded Clint Capella. What? Why? And it happened. Then, going on to my Texans, I'm a big fan of Jonathan Joseph. Big fan of his. Now, I know he's getting older. Well, not getting, he is older. What, 38, I think, 37, somewhere around there? Yeah, I know in regular life that's not old. That's still young. But in football, that's old. And yeah, he's kind of lost a step here and there. He can't keep up with the young, fast guys anymore. That's how it goes. You get older, you don't have the step anymore. So I knew that this was going to come with him. The Texans gave him permission to go and find a deal somewhere else, seek a trade or whatever. It's not saying that the Texans won't bring him back, but the Texans, just gave him permission to go do his thing. Basically, go see what your value is worth on another team. Then I also saw that we re-signed one of our tight ends. Name won't come to mind for me right now. I can't think of his name. It's killing me. And we also re-signed our kicker, Kami Fairbairn. I can't think of the tight end's name right now. It's killing me. Golly, I can't think of his name right now. But anyway, and I also heard rumors that we was interested in some wide receivers and stuff. Now I get it. That seems to be the biggest position that we lose people is wide receiver, injury wise, that is. So I get it. I don't know, it seemed like a jinx or something for the past few seasons, past 3 or 4 seasons. But we got to stack up on corners and safeties. I ain't gonna say stack up, but get up 1 or 2 good ones, either in the draft or by trade. Now, I know the Jags just traded away A.J. Boye, I think. No, not AJ. I can't think of his name. I'm sorry, it's almost 5 o'clock in the morning. I can't remember everything right now. But Jags just traded away their top corner to the Denver Broncos for a 4th round pick. Now, he wanted to come to Houston. Now, we don't have a 1st round pick in this draft. I think we got a mid-second. I got to look at it again. But we have several 3rd and 4th rounds. We could have traded for that. And he wanted to come to Houston because he is good friends with Watson and Hopkins. So why didn't we get him? That's the question that I want answered. But for some reason, we didn't go and get him. But I don't get it. We I don't get it. That's just one position that we need is is corner and safety. Some DBs. I'll put it like that. And another person that I think that we should have tried to that I think we should try to go and get. The Bengals just cut their tackle, Cordy Glenn. I think we should go and take a look at it. I'm not saying we should get him, but I think we should go and take a look at him. Now, but I'm still stuck on the DBs because at the end of the day, man, I don't even know what to say here because when we let go of, we didn't let him go yet, but when we are basically saying to Jonathan Joseph, but I know Kareem Jackson left finna be 2 seasons ago, went to the Denver Broncos. But we basically let him go after what 7, 8 seasons with us. We running thin on things like this. Kevin Johnson left us too, which is kind of solid, not that great, but kind of good. But then you look at things and you're like, wait a minute. The Texans should have tried to do something to go ahead and get some DBs. Now, before I continue with that, this just popped in my head. I do want to send a shout out to Nashville, Tennessee, Tennessee, period, for the tornado hit. Texans, Colts, and Jags, representatives did assist, in trying to put the city back together, what I'm saying, trying to help out with things. So I do want to say, congrats on them. Now, I guess I'm just looking at this. Look, we need our wide receiver core is pretty decent. I know we're probably looking at wide receivers because of Will Fuller. He can't, for some odd reason, seem to stay healthy. So I get it. But is that your biggest need versus what you want? It basically a need versus want. Which one you feel is more important? Me personally, the need is more important. Then you can go after what you want. So I've heard several potential landing spots. I mean, not landing spots. Several potential wide receivers that the Texans were looking at. And I'm like, okay, fine. Do what you feel like you have to do. Because at the end of the day, the Colts are not doing too bad. They probably had a down season, which we all do sometimes. The Titans did pretty decent in the season. They scratched and clawed into that last playoff spot in the AFC, but they got in, did pretty good. They beat the Patriots in the first round, and then came out to beat the number 1 team in the league, the Baltimore Ravens. So, and kind of almost went toe to toe with the Chiefs. So they was that close to going to the AFC Championship game. So it's just something to think about, man, because I know we got a great dynamic quarterback. I think the two things we need to do is beef up our line, which we got better at. We've gotten better. I'm not gonna say it's good, but it's solid. I'll put it like that. And our DBs. Our defensive front is okay. It's not bad. But our DBs, cornerbacks and safeties, is what we need to focus on. Now, with Romeo Crennel stepping down as a defensive coordinator, maybe, maybe not. We all will see. So, with that being said, I do also want to talk about go back to the Houston Rockets and the small ball. At the time, James Harden was leading the league in points. And I want to say there was at one point in time he was number 1 and or number 2 in assists. Now I know he dropped all the way down in assists, probably 12th or 13th or whatever, somewhere around there. But he was leading the league in points. Now I'm pretty sure he didn't drop that down too as well. Because Russell Westbrook, excuse me, that's a tongue twister, basically stepped his game up. So this small ball thing, to me, I'm not a fan of. I'm just not a huge fan of it. So, with that all being said, though, I really do think Daryl Morey is stretching. He knows that Tom Fertitta however you say his name, is basically saying, look, get either you get it right or you gone. You know what I'm saying? Because Daryl Moore has been there for a long time. Ooh, I want to say he came, and now don't quote me on this, but I want to say he became the general manager for the Rockets. Man, I think he came general manager for the Rockets in like 2008 maybe, 2005, somewhere around there. Wow. But with all that being said, though, he has not produced a championship. So, what do we do? What he's going to do? He's going to have to produce. And if you don't, guess what? Goodbye. That's just the way it goes. That's the nature of the business. Now, also too, with this, I know they got sometimes PJ Tucker or uh, 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 PJ Tucker. Damn, I gotta tell y'all, man, it's after 5 o'clock. It's after 5 in the morning right now. I can't think straight right now, so please forgive me. But have playing center, and it's like, really? What, 6'6", 6'7", probably? No, that's not center. That's small forward. Sometimes very little power forward, and sometimes a shooting guard. That's not center. No, that's not center. So I don't get it. But like I said, though, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens once the NBA unsuspends, the league, which I don't think is going to end up happening right now. So, with that being said, though, man, we're gonna see. That's all I can say. I mean, I just got a lot of questions. I just got a lot of questions, you know, of with the moves that the Rockets are making, and my Texans actually. So I don't know. So I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't take my mind off of what's going on with this coronavirus. I'm trying not to talk about it, but I'm trying to talk sports, but I can't take my mind off of it because I know it hit my hometown in Houston, Texas. So far that I know of, none of my family or friends, has been affected by it. I thank God for that. And it has affected us through our sports. A lot of people don't think much about sports, like in that kind of sense, but sports, music, it's how a lot of people connect in certain ways. It's how some people build friendships through sports and music, mainly through sports, but, some people build friendships like that. Being honest, whether you like the same team or not. But when I heard Rudy Gobert for for the Utah Jazz, and I cannot think of his teammate right now. I can't think of his name. Caught it. Like, whoa. So I hear a lot of movie theaters are shutting down, a lot of concerts, these arenas and events and venues and all this stuff is shutting down. It's crazy. It's a national emergency, a state of emergency, and all that crap is going on. So it's like, wow. Like I said, I try not to talk about it, but it's on my mind. You know, a lot of people, is not able to go to work right now because of this, virus that's going on. Not able to go about their normal daily lives. So, with all that being said, man, I am going to go ahead and end this because I don't want to keep going on and on about it. Just want to say to my Houston Rockets and my Houston Texans, hope y'all stay healthy. Hope everybody on earth stays healthy. On earth, like I just said, stays healthy. And if you caught it, like I heard Tom Hanks caught it, and him and his wife are visiting Australia. If you caught it, I hope you get well soon. Hope nothing bad happens. So with all that being said, man, I'm going to go ahead and chunk the deuce. This is your boy, Man Up. And as always, you was in the man cave. Now I got to kick you out the man cave. We can beat this thing. State of Texas, we can beat this thing. Houston right there, baby. We can beat this thing. As always, you was the man cave. Now I got to kick you out the man cave. Holla.